Good evening, folks. I said good evening, folks. My name is Detroit Miracle, and I'm coming back to you today. I must say it looks a bit calmer than yesterday when all of that snow fell. Uh-huh. Well, right now I'm going to bring you a public service announcement. It's pertaining to parents and their children. Now, look, first of all, I am not trying to tell, or I'm not trying to tell any parent how to raise their children. I know that's their own business, and I can appreciate that. But I'm just going to bring a little bit of insight regarding what I'm going to say. And I'm going to bring clear cut evidence as to why I am right about this public service announcement. Well, parents, many of you tends to leave your teenage children alone at home, or y'all might have your 13 and 14-year olds babysit your younger children. Well, many of you parents should rethink that because I don't feel as though children that age are young enough to keep themselves, govern themselves, and govern others. When I say govern, I mean control that situation around them in the household without the parents being there. Yeah. Right now, they have online dating services, and 13-year-old children and 14-year-old children and so on are calling adult males on those dating services, and those males are coming out to their houses. Yeah. Because children have access to all types of internets and social medias just the same as adults because parents buy their 13, 14-year-old children smartphones so they can download those apps just the same as us adults can. Yeah. And the evidence is why I feel the way I feel regarding parents not leaving their 13 and 14-year-old children alone at home or leaving them to babysit their children is because the other day there was a 14-year-old girl. She was left home by her parents to babysit her younger sibling, and this 13-year-old got on a dating site and was talking to an 18-year-old, and that 18-year-old came to her house and stabbed her repeatedly. Now the 14-year-old girl is in serious condition in a hospital. It was said that she talked to the 18-year-old and he came to her house. She apparently then let him in, and then soon after that, he wound up repeatedly stabbing her. And he chose to stab her because he said that she wouldn't put out, and he became irritated and mad. So he repeatedly stabbed her because of that. Now, if the parents were at home, then that would have never happened. And, or if the parents would have left another responsible type of adult to watch both of those children, then that incident would have never happened either. So you see, children, even if they're teenagers, even if they're 13 and 14 and they show a certain level of maturity, that don't mean that they're responsible enough to stay at home alone and handle the situation like an adult would. We know that teenagers think about boys and girls. This is both sexes, male and female. Yeah, when I was 13, I was in 14 and so on, I was thinking about pretty girls. And I'm sure girls feel the same about boys. Yeah. And it's common knowledge that teenagers sneak other teenagers in their houses or homes without the parents knowing about it. So because of that, And that being the case and of approving, kids have to be monitored under supervision as much as they possibly can receive it. Yeah. Yeah, this 14-year-old girl, and this happened in the suburbs. Yeah. This happened, I think it happened out in Waterford Township. That's in Michigan. Yeah, it didn't happen in the hood or in the ghettos or people will assume, well, the stuff like that only happens in the ghettos. Wrong. I didn't watch hundreds of news stories. I stopped watching the news, but on social media, they send news clips and then, they tell you bad stuff that's happening. There have been so many stories pertaining to bad stuff that happened in suburban communities. Yeah, seems like suburban rich people go crazy just the same as people in the hood. And in fact, they even go crazier. They got all that nice scenery, nice homes, good job, money in the bank, but they snap and lose their minds. Not everybody. And I know everybody that lives in a suburban community isn't rich, but they're more of the well-to-do and well-off than others. But those people are snapping. I'm like, dang, there's been so many news stories pertaining to incidents that jumped off in the suburbs and real nice communities, even big mansion communities. And it involves crazy stories too, and I know many of you are well aware of some of that too. And so, with that being the case, if adults are known to behave immature and make the wrong decisions and do things they shouldn't, then children most certainly will do that. And especially since us adults are their role models, and I'm including myself in it too. Yeah, we are children's role models, and they see us behaving irresponsibly on occasions, so they figure they could do the same thing. Yeah, there are many types of lessons in life, many lessons, and there are many teachers. And remember, children are watching. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate your support. So please throw me those likes, comments, and you are more than welcome to subscribe to Detroit Miracle. Peace out and have a wonderful evening.